Hi, this is Dr. Scott with Hearing Solution. And here's what I want to talk about today. It's actually very poignant because I was thinking about a patient today. Richard is a patient who's got hearing aids for about 6 years, and he keeps coming in, and in essence, he's doing the same thing as this. So, with his hearing aids, it's like with glasses, and he's doing this. And you go, well, what does that mean? I remember in high school, I did that. I would look down the hallway like this. And I remember my theater teacher going, why are you doing that all the time? I'm like, what do you mean? And she goes, you're squinting all the time. I didn't know that I was doing that. I didn't think about that. And she goes, I think you've got problems with your vision. Okay. And I did. I, I didn't realize that the car, the lights of the car had nice defined, shapes instead of these fuzzy balls out there. That's what it looked like to me. That's my perception of them. Now, Richard keeps coming in for appointments, but he doesn't really want to address his hearing. And now he wears hearing aids, but they're about 6 years old, and he's not really hearing that well. And it's getting kind of kind of to the point where I always kind of say it's kind of a come to Jesus point. And what I mean by that is this: Richard, you're depriving your ears of hearing. It's like basically, in essence, taking off his hearing aids and not really hearing with his hearing aids. I had a guy that came in even yesterday, and I'm checking him. He goes, "Well, it's just I don't even hear with my left hearing aid." And when I checked out his left hearing aid, yeah, after he says about an hour or two, I don't hear with my left hearing aid. I checked out his right hearing aid. His right hearing is barely working either. Now his both of the hearing aids were massively plugged up with hearing with wax, and he hasn't been cleaning his hearing aid, so that is obviously the issue. But here's the deal: as it goes along, worse and worse, months upon month upon month upon year, we sort of become like that frog in boiling water, and we don't realize it gets worse. And the brain just says, you know what? This is how it is. It's not that bad. It's not that big of an issue. And then what happens is that we get used to that particular state of listening. And then what happens is the brain just stops listening to sound and then shuts it off. And even when we get the new amplification and give all of the capabilities back, it will not process the sound correctly. Because even when we give the right amount of amplification, it's called auditory deprivation. The deprivation that happens inside of the ears is not recoverable. There's nothing that we can do to bring back what you were years ago. And so Richard is just the example in my head, won't come back and get tested again to find out how bad his hearing is. Oh, I'll just put it off. I just want to wait until my hearing aids just go fully dead. Is that you? Is that someone that you're thinking about? The longer that they go, the more damage they're doing to their own ears. Do you really want to live like that? Do you want to be in that situation where after a while, no one wants to talk to you? Do you want to be where, you know what, you can't be helped anymore? See, some of my patients walk around and they think, well, now I'm in a wheelchair and then I want to go out and run a marathon. Well, guess what? You're in a wheelchair and maybe we can get you up in a walker. That's the analogy that I say with ears. Guys, if you have a problem with your hearing, don't wait to come back in and get better help. The longer that you wait to get help with your hearing. Or if you have hearing aids and you're waiting for them just to go fully dead because you don't want the extra expenditures, what you're doing is depriving your hearing even farther. Because the average, as we've talked about in other videos, the average lifespan of hearing aids is 4 to 7 years. If you're anywhere past that time frame and you haven't been tested, I guarantee you your prescription has changed. Get tested. It's time. It's time to get checked out. Now, if your hearing is the same as it was 4 to 6 years ago, fine. You're okay. Get them cleaned up. You're in good shape. You're okay right now. But if it hasn't, what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for a lot of sorrow and frustration. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that's just sitting in the corner and no one's talking to anymore. Trust me, it's not really fun to be that person. Thanks so much.